So I took a battery and really predicted this volcanoes will become more active. Lots of earthquakes. And that's what happened.
Over 20,000 earthquakes in Santorini in a few weeks.
Lots of earthquakes in the Caribbean too.
Several other areas that don't usually have earthquakes now had them. Volcanoes became even more active and several erupted after a long time.
Many have wondered about this and tried to explain it afterwards.
I, Giocopeteri Savarino, predicted in advance that the Earth would become more active, and that's what happened. No one seems to care. It's very strange. The Earth is starting to become more active again. That's a bad thing, because the Earth hasn't had time to recover from the effects of the exceptional direct alignments in January and February. These extremely direct alignments happen from time to time, but now they were several times every 2 weeks through 3 different planets. At least 3 times the Earth was extremely directly in the area between the Moon and Mars. Twice Mars was directly behind the Moon as seen from Earth. At least 2 times the Earth was extremely directly in the area between the Moon and Saturn. Once Saturn was very directly behind the Moon, directly behind the center of the Moon. This extremely direct alignment occurred on January 4th. On January 1st, the Earth had already been extremely directly in the area between the Moon and Mars. On January 3rd, Venus was quite directly behind the Moon. On January 5th, Neptune was almost behind the Moon. The more direct the alignments, the more strongly a certain dark energy that physicists do not understand is activated. Now less of this dark energy is pushed through the Earth at that time. It collides more with the nuclei of the Earth's atoms. The internal pressure of the Earth increases, and thus volcanoes become active. Earthquakes with a delay because the excess energy is removed unbalancedly. The Earth and the Moon have aligned with Saturn and Neptune since the end of the year 2024, with Neptune only a day after the alignment with Saturn. And these alignments have been repeated every 2 weeks. Every time somewhere very heavy rains and floods. To the central parts of France, to Valencia, where more than 200 people died, and perhaps in vain if I am right that these alignments have an effect, to Malaga, and then to Wales. In December, at least in southern Europe, twice strong snowstorms. January 4th, 8th, very strong snowstorms all over the Earth. Next night, Mars will be in the background of the Moon again quite directly. 12th day of strong activation, Saturn quite directly behind Orongo. January 14th, full moon with lunar eclipse, Saturn and Neptune behind the Sun. This is a very exceptional situation. Google Savarino and read more.